Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my today's story about zodiac signs set to attract wealth and prosperity in 2025. In the vast expanse of the cosmic realm, where nebulas swirled like liquid gold and stars pulsed with ancient wisdom, 12 magnificent beings gathered in the crystal palace of fortune. This ethereal structure floated at the intersection of all constellations, its walls made of crystallized starlight that reflected the dreams and destinies of every soul in the universe. The year 2025 was approaching in the mortal realm below, and the celestial calendar had revealed something extraordinary, a great alignment that would open channels of abundance unlike anything seen in centuries. Aries, the ram with horns of blazing crimson fire, stood at the eastern gate of the palace, his muscular form radiating confidence and determination. His eyes, like molten rubies, surveyed the gathering cosmic energies that swirled around him. As the first of the zodiac, he had sensed the shift before any others, feeling the golden threads of prosperity weaving through the fabric of space and time. The celestial winds carried whispers of opportunity, and Aries knew that his children on Earth would be the first to charge through the doors that 2025 would open. Beside him materialized Taurus, the great bull whose emerald eyes held the wisdom of ages. His coat shimmered with the colors of fertile earth and growing things, and wherever his hooves touched the cosmic floor, gardens of stellar flowers bloomed. Taurus had been cultivating this moment for eons, patiently tending to the seeds of abundance that would finally bloom in the coming year. His voice, deep as thunder rolling across celestial plains, spoke of the material wealth that would flow to those born under his sign. For he was the guardian of earthly treasures and understood the language of gold and silver better than any other. Gemini, the twins of duality, danced into the palace with movements that seemed to defy the laws of cosmic physics. One twin sparkled with diamond light, while the other glowed with sapphire radiance, and together they wove patterns of communication and connection through the air. They brought news from every corner of the universe, for Gemini's gift was the power of infinite networks. In 2025, they proclaimed, their children would discover that wealth would come through words, through connections, through the bridges they built between minds and hearts. Every conversation would be a potential goldmine, every idea a seed of prosperity. Cancer, the celestial crab, emerged from a pool of liquid moonlight that appeared in the center of the palace. Her shell was adorned with pearls from the cosmic ocean, each one containing the emotional wisdom of 1,000 lifetimes. She moved with the rhythm of celestial tides, understanding that true wealth was not just material, but emotional and spiritual. Cancer's intuitive powers had shown her visions of 2025, where those under her protection would find prosperity through nurturing others, through creating homes and havens that would become centers of abundance. Her claws, though formidable, were gentle as she traced protective circles around the gathering, ensuring that the wealth to come would be shielded from negative forces. Leo, the majestic lion with a mane of pure sunlight, roared his arrival with such force that comets changed their courses to pay homage. His presence filled the palace with warmth and vitality, and his golden aura expanded to touch every corner of the cosmic realm. Leo had consulted with the sun itself, the source of all energy and life, and learned that 2025 would be a year where his cubs would shine brighter than ever before. Leadership would be their path to prosperity, and every stage they stepped upon would turn to gold beneath their feet. The spotlight would not just illuminate them, but would attract wealth, like a magnet attracts iron. Virgo, the maiden of perfection, glided in with measured steps, each movement calculated to maintain the harmony of the spheres. Her robes were woven from the fabric of nebulas, and in her hands she carried a cosmic ledger that recorded every transaction in the universe. Virgo's analytical mind had already computed the probability matrices for 2025, and she knew exactly which paths would lead to prosperity for her earthly children. Her gift was the ability to see the smallest details that others missed, to find gold in what others considered dross. She spoke of methodical wealth building, of perfection that would be rewarded, of service that would return tenfold. Libra, the scales of cosmic justice, materialized in perfect balance at the center of the gathering. One scale held starlight while the other held shadow, and both were equally beautiful. Libra's form shifted between masculine and feminine, light and dark, always maintaining perfect equilibrium. The year 2025, Libra announced, would reward those who sought balance and fairness in their dealings. Partnerships would be the key to prosperity for Libra's children, and every alliance formed with integrity would multiply wealth exponentially. Justice would not just be served, but would serve those who served it. Scorpio, the enigmatic scorpion with a tail that dripped cosmic venom and cosmic medicine in equal measure, emerged from the shadows between dimensions. Oh! His presence was intense, magnetic, and slightly dangerous, for Scorpio held the secrets of transformation and rebirth. His obsidian eyes had peered into the deepest mysteries of 2025 and discovered that his children would find wealth through transformation, through diving deep into the unknown and emerging with treasures others feared to seek. Death and rebirth would be their path to prosperity, and every ending would be a new beginning laden with gold. Sagittarius, the centaur archer, whose arrows could pierce the veil between dimensions, galloped into the palace with infectious enthusiasm. His bow was strung with rays of light from distant galaxies, and his quiver held arrows fletched with phoenix feathers. Sagittarius had traveled to the edge of the universe and back, gathering wisdom and opportunities from every realm. He brought news that 2025 would be a year of expansion for his children, where every adventure would lead to treasure, where optimism would be currency, and where the horizon would always promise more gold than the present held. Capricorn, the sea goat, with horns that touched the heavens and a tail that swam through cosmic oceans, climbed into the palace with determined persistence. His body was carved from mountain stone and ocean depth, representing mastery over both earth and water elements. Capricorn had been planning for 2025 since the beginning of time, for he was the master of long-term strategy and patient ambition. His children would find that their years of hard work would finally pay off, that every mountain climbed would reveal treasures at its peak, that discipline would be rewarded with abundance beyond measure. Aquarius, the water bearer whose vessel contained the waters of innovation and revolution, floated in on currents of electric air. Their form was ever-changing, sometimes appearing as an ancient sage, sometimes as a child of the future, always unexpected. Aquarius had received visions from the future itself and knew that 2025 would be a year where innovation would equal wealth, where thinking differently would pay dividends, where humanitarian efforts would return as material abundance. The water they poured would nurture the seeds of prosperity for all, but especially for those born under their revolutionary sign. Finally, Pisces. The two fish swimming in eternal circles, one in the cosmic ocean of dreams and one in the sea of reality, completed the gathering. Goss. Their scales reflected every color that had ever existed, and some that had yet to be discovered. Pisces brought the gift of intuition and imagination, knowing that in 2025, their children would find wealth through creativity, through dreams made manifest, through spiritual gifts transformed into material abundance. The boundary between imagination and reality would blur, and in that blurring, infinite prosperity would be found. As all 12 Zodiac Guardians assembled in the Crystal Palace of Fortune, the very fabric of space began to shimmer with golden threads. These threads connected every star, every planet, every soul in existence, creating a vast web of potential prosperity. The zodiac signs began to weave their energies together, each contributing their unique power to the cosmic tapestry of 2025's abundance. Aries ignited the celestial forge with his fire, creating the initial spark of manifestation. His flames danced red and gold, heating the cosmic metals that would become the coins of fortune. Every spark that flew from his horns became a shooting star carrying wishes of prosperity to earth. His warrior spirit infused the year ahead with courage, for he knew that fortune favored the brave, and his children would need to be bold in seizing the opportunities that would present themselves. Taurus took the heated metals and shaped them with patient hands, his earth energy grounding the wild fire of Aries into solid, tangible form. Where he worked, gardens of golden flowers sprouted, their petals made of actual gold that would rain down upon the earth when the time was right. His children would find wealth in real estate, intangible assets in the slow but steady accumulation of resources that would grow like mighty oaks from tiny acorns. Gemini split into their dual forms and began to weave networks of light between all present, creating communication channels that would carry the energy of prosperity to every corner of existence. Their quicksilver tongues spoke in languages both ancient and yet to be invented, encoding messages of abundance into the very structure of reality. They revealed that in 2025, information would be the new gold, and those who could process and share it effectively would find themselves wealthy beyond measure. Cancer created protective bubbles around the wealth energies being generated, ensuring that they would reach their intended recipients without being corrupted or stolen by negative forces. Her nurturing energy transformed raw abundance into sustainable prosperity, teaching that true wealth must be cared for like a garden, watered with emotion and tended with love. She showed visions of family fortunes growing, of homes becoming sanctuaries of abundance, of emotional investments yielding material returns. Leo stepped forward, and his radiance amplified everything that had been created, making it shine so brightly that it would be impossible to ignore. His roar shook the foundations of the palace, not to destroy, but to announce the coming prosperity to all realms. He declared that in 2025, visibility would equal viability, and those who dared to shine would find that the universe would reward their brightness with gold. His children would discover that their natural charisma would be their greatest asset, turning personality into prosperity. Virgo began to organize the chaotic energies into perfect systematic flows, creating channels through which wealth could flow efficiently from the cosmic realm to the earthly plane. Her precise calculations ensured that not a single drop of abundance would be wasted, that every effort would yield maximum return. She inscribed sacred geometries into the cosmic fabric, patterns that would guide her children toward the most efficient paths to prosperity in 2025. Libra balanced all the energies perfectly, ensuring that the prosperity would be distributed fairly among all who were ready to receive it. Her scales weighed intention against action, ensuring that only those whose hearts were aligned with their desires would receive the full benefit of the cosmic abundance. She revealed that in 2025, partnerships would double or even triple wealth. That collaboration would be more profitable than competition. That harmony would be the highest currency. Scorpio dove deep into the cosmic waters, retrieving ancient treasures that had been hidden since the beginning of time. His transformation powers converted old karma into new opportunity, showing that in 2025, the greatest wealth would come to those who were willing to let go of the past and embrace complete transformation. His sting, rather than bringing death, would inject the venom of change that would transmute lead into gold in the lives of his children. Sagittarius shot arrows of opportunity into the future, each one creating a portal through which abundance could flow. His optimistic energy expanded the possibilities infinitely, showing that in 2025, the only limit to prosperity would be the limit of one's own vision. His arrows pierced through dimensional barriers, bringing back exotic treasures from realms beyond imagination, teaching that adventure and risk would be rewarded with unprecedented wealth. Capricorn built the structural foundations that would support all this prosperity, creating systems and hierarchies through which wealth could flow in organized ways. His mountain-building powers raised peaks of achievement that his children could climb, each summit offering greater rewards than the last. He showed that in 2025, traditional approaches would yield non-traditional results, that patience and persistence would be rewarded with compound interest from the universe itself. Aquarius poured the waters of innovation over everything, catalyzing reactions that would create new forms of wealth never before seen. Their revolutionary energy disrupted old patterns, creating space for unprecedented prosperity to emerge. They revealed that in 2025, the most unexpected sources would yield the greatest wealth. That thinking outside the cosmic box would lead to treasures outside the normal realm of possibility. Pisces wove dreams into reality, showing that imagination would Pisces wove dreams into reality, showing that imagination would be the most powerful currency in 2025. Their mystical energies dissolved the boundaries between the possible and impossible, creating a fluid state where prosperity could take any form needed. The two fish swam in opposite directions, one gathering spiritual wealth and one gathering material wealth, then meeting in the middle to show that both were merely different faces of the same cosmic abundance. As the 12 Zodiac Guardians completed their individual contributions, they formed a circle around the Crystal Palace's grand celestial altar. Above them, the cosmos itself began to reorganize, with stars aligning in patterns that had not been seen for millennia. The great conjunction of prosperity was beginning, and its effects would ripple through time and space, reaching Earth at the exact moment 2025 began. The palace walls began to resonate with a frequency that could be felt across all dimensions. This was the harmony of abundance, a cosmic song that would play throughout 2025, guiding those who could hear it toward their destined prosperity. Each zodiac sign added their voice to this celestial chorus, creating harmonies that would unlock doors of opportunity in the earthly realm. Aries sang of brave new ventures, his voice like trumpets announcing the charge into profitable unknown territories. His verse spoke of entrepreneurship rewarded, of first movers gaining advantage, of courage converting directly into currency. The red planet Mars, his ruling celestial body, pulsed with extra energy, sending waves of motivation and manifestation to Earth. Taurus hummed deep, earthy tones that resonated with the frequency of material manifestation. His song was of seeds planted in 2024, finally bearing fruit, of patient investments maturing, of luxury, becoming not just desired, but attainable. Venus, his ruler, sparkled with extra brightness, attracting wealth like a cosmic magnet attracts stardust. Gemini's twins sang in perfect harmony and deliberate discord, their voices weaving complex patterns that represented the multiple streams of income their children would discover. Mercury, their ruling planet, spun faster, accelerating communication and commerce, making thoughts into things with unprecedented speed. Cancer's lullaby was soft but powerful, singing of home-based wealth, of family fortunes restored, of emotional intelligence yielding financial intelligence. The moon, her ruler, glowed with a silver light that would guide intuitive decisions toward profitable outcomes. Her songs spoke of nurturing investments that would grow like children, slowly but surely, with love and attention. Leo's voice boomed like a cosmic opera, singing arias of success, of spotlight moments that would translate into financial gain, of creative expression being finally valued at its true worth. The sun itself seemed to burn brighter as Leo sang, promising that those who stepped into their power would find that power included the power to attract wealth. Virgo's song was precise and mathematical, each note calculated to create perfect resonance with the frequencies of abundance. Her voice wove patterns of practical magic, showing how attention to detail would reveal hidden opportunities, how service to others would return as service from the universe. Mercury, also her ruler, vibrated with analytical energy, helping to discern true opportunity from fool's gold. Libra sang of balance and beauty, her voice creating harmonies that showed how aesthetic sense would translate into economic sense, how fairness in business would yield unfair advantages in prosperity. Venus, also her ruler, radiated relationship energy, showing that in 2025, your network would literally determine your net worth. Scorpio's voice was deep and mysterious, singing of hidden treasures and transformed resources, of secrets revealed that would lead to wealth, of power exchanges that would favor those brave enough to engage with intensity. Pluto, his ruler, spun in its distant orbit, sending transformative energies that would turn cosmic lead into cosmic gold. Sagittarius sang adventure songs, telling tales of fortune found in foreign lands, of education paying dividends, of philosophy becoming profitable. Jupiter, his ruler, expanded to its fullest, promising that optimism would be rewarded with opportunities multiplied beyond counting. Capricorn's song was structured like a classical symphony, each movement building on the last, showing how systematic approaches would yield systematic wealth, how climbing the mountain of ambition would reveal treasures at every elevation. Saturn, his ruler, relaxed its usually restrictive grip, allowing disciplined efforts to flow more freely into manifestation. Aquarius sang songs from the future, their voice electric and unexpected, revealing how innovation would be the key to prosperity. How humanitarian efforts would yield material rewards, how being different would finally pay dividends. Uranus, their ruler, sparked with revolutionary energy, breaking old patterns that had blocked abundance. Pisces completed the chorus with ethereal tones that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere, singing of dreams becoming reality, of artistic expression finding its market, of spiritual gifts yielding material rewards. Neptune, their ruler, cleared its usually foggy influence, allowing visions to become clearly manifested prosperity. As their combined voices reached a crescendo, something extraordinary happened. The crystal palace of fortune began to fracture, not in destruction, but in multiplication. Each crack became a portal, a doorway through which the accumulated prosperity energy could flow to Earth. 12 major portals formed, one for each sign, but countless smaller ones also appeared, ensuring that the abundance would reach every soul ready to receive it. The Zodiac Guardians watched as golden light poured through these portals, like cosmic waterfalls. This light would reach Earth gradually throughout 2025, with different intensities at different times, creating waves of opportunity. But the Guardians knew that prosperity without wisdom was dangerous, so they began to weave teachings into the golden flow. These teachings would manifest as intuitions, as sudden insights, as lucky coincidences that were not coincidental at all. Each person would receive guidance appropriate to their sign and their level of readiness. For Aries children, the teachings would come as bursts of inspiration to start new ventures, clear signs about which risks were worth taking, and the courage to demand what they were worth. The cosmic ram's energy would make them natural leaders in 2025's prosperity wave, but they would need to learn patience to fully capitalize on their opportunities. Taurus children would receive teachings about building lasting wealth rather than seeking quick gains. The cosmic bull's wisdom would show them how to recognize quality investments, how to create beautiful things that others would value, and how to enjoy prosperity without becoming attached to it. Their natural steadiness would be their greatest asset in navigating 2025's abundance. Gemini's children would discover that their natural communication gifts were gold mines waiting to be excavated. The twins' teachings would show them how to be in multiple places at once through technology, how to turn information into income, and how to create connections that would yield compound returns. Cancer's children would learn that their emotional intelligence was a form of wealth that could be converted into material prosperity. The cosmic crab's teachings would guide them to create nurturing environments that others would pay to experience, to trust their intuition in financial matters, and to understand that taking care of others was a form of taking care of themselves. Leo's children would receive teachings about authentic self-expression as a path to prosperity. The cosmic lion would show them how to shine without burning out, how to lead without dominating, and how to turn their natural magnetism into magnetic attraction for wealth. Their generous hearts would be rewarded with generous returns. Virgo's children would discover that their perfectionism, often seen as a burden, would be their ticket to prosperity in 2025. The Cosmic Maiden's teachings would show them how to spot opportunities others missed, how to improve systems in ways that would yield financial rewards, and how to serve in ways that would make them indispensable and compensated. Libra's children would learn that their natural diplomacy and sense of fairness would open doors to prosperity that remained closed to others. The cosmic scales would teach them how to create win-win situations that would multiply wealth for all involved. How to use beauty and harmony as business tools, and how to balance material success with spiritual satisfaction. Scorpio's children would receive the deepest teachings about transformation as a path to wealth. The cosmic scorpion would show them how to see beneath surfaces to find hidden value, how to help others transform in ways that would be financially rewarded, and how to use their intensity as a tool for manifestation rather than destruction. Sagittarius children would learn that their natural optimism was a prosperity magnet that needed only to be properly directed. The cosmic centaur would teach them how to turn adventures into income, how to monetize their philosophical insights, and how to expand their horizons in ways that would expand their bank accounts. Capricorn's children would discover that their long-term planning abilities would finally pay off in 2025. The cosmic sea goat would show them how to climb mountains others thought impossible, how to turn responsibility into reward, and how to build empires from the ground up with patience and persistence. Aquarius children would receive teachings about innovation as the highest form of wealth creation. The cosmic water bearer would show them how to be different profitably, how to solve problems others had not even identified yet, and how to use technology and humanitarian ideals as tools for prosperity. Pisces children would learn that their imagination was their greatest asset, that dreams could indeed become reality with the right approach. The cosmic fish would teach them how to navigate between spiritual and material worlds, bringing treasures from one to the other, and how to use their compassion and creativity as currencies in themselves. As the Zodiac Guardians completed their work, they looked down upon Earth with satisfaction. The seeds of prosperity had been planted, the portals had been opened, and the teachings had been encoded into the cosmic flow. The year 2025 would indeed be a year of unprecedented abundance. But it would require participation, awareness, and alignment from those who wished to receive its gifts. The crystal palace of fortune, having served its purpose, began to dissolve back into pure starlight, its essence spreading throughout the cosmos to ensure that no corner of existence would be untouched by the coming prosperity. The Zodiac Guardians returned to their celestial homes, but their attention remained fixed on Earth, ready to guide and support their children through the abundant year ahead. As the cosmic scene faded, one truth remained crystal clear in the fabric of space and time. The year 2025 would not just be about individual prosperity, but about a collective elevation of abundance, consciousness. Each person who aligned with their zodiac energy and opened themselves to receive would become a channel through which prosperity could flow to others. The wealth would multiply through sharing, grow through giving, and expand through gratitude. The stars themselves rearranged to spell out a message across the night sky, visible to those who knew how to look. It said that prosperity in 2025 would come not just to those who sought it for themselves, but to those who understood that true wealth was the ability to enrich others. The zodiac signs had set the stage, the cosmic energies had been aligned, and the portals had been opened. Now it was up to humanity to walk through those portals with open hearts, ready minds, and willing spirits. The Zodiac Guardians would be there every step of the way, guiding through dreams, intuitions, and synchronicities. They would ensure that everyone who was ready would receive their share of 2025's unprecedented abundance. The cosmic wheels were set in motion. The celestial dice had been cast, and the universal lottery of prosperity was about to begin. Each zodiac sign would have its special numbers, its lucky moments, its golden opportunities. The key was to remain aware, to stay aligned with one's zodiac energy, and to trust that the universe's abundance was infinite and available to all. As my story draws to a close, remember that the zodiac signs have indeed set the stage for wealth and prosperity in 2025. The cosmic forces are aligning in your favor. The celestial guardians are working on your behalf. And the universe itself is conspiring to bring you abundance. Whether you are a fiery Aries ready to charge ahead, a steady Taurus building lasting wealth, a communicative Gemini, a nurturing Cancer growing emotional and material wealth, a radiant Leo stepping into the spotlight, a meticulous Virgo, a balanced Libra creating harmonious abundance, an intense Scorpio transforming challenges into treasures, an adventurous Sagittarius expanding into new territories of wealth, an ambitious Capricorn climbing to new heights of success, an innovative Aquarius revolutionizing prosperity, or an imaginative Pisces dreaming wealth into reality. Your time is coming. The year 2025 holds a promise written in the stars, a cosmic guarantee that those who align with their zodiac energies will find doors opening that were previously closed, opportunities appearing that were previously hidden, and abundance flowing that was previously blocked. The zodiac signs have done their part. The cosmic stage has been set, And now the curtain is about to rise on the most prosperous year in recent celestial history. Trust in your sign, believe in the cosmic plan, and prepare to receive the wealth and prosperity that 2025 has in store for you. The stars have spoken, the zodiac has decreed, and abundance is on its way. May your journey through 2025 be filled with golden opportunities, silver linings, and the kind of prosperity that enriches not just your bank account, but your soul.